We think we're experiencing the beginnings of a return to normalcy as we enter the midsummer market. What that means in general is a retreat from the inflated values in the econocar segment and older price range vehicles, as well as increased activity in the previously largely ignored and undervalued mid and full-size SUV segment. We expect these changes to occur more gradually going backwards than they did on the uptake, but we expect them to be substantial. The fact is, there are only so many buyers out there willing and able to pay inflated prices for lesser vehicles that get increased gas mileage, and eventually the bargains in the severely beaten up segments become too tempting to ignore. We think we're at that point. The degree and speed with which these shifts occur is largely dependent on the degree and speed with which the price of fuel moderates, which we expect as we move forward. The fact that there is still a relatively balanced supply-demand situation, and that we expect that situation to continue well into the future, means that we expect relative stability overall, with the most significant exceptions occurring in those segments that were most distorted, positively or negatively, by the rise in the cost of fuel. We're already seeing, for instance, general slackening in the overinflated econocar segment and a definite increase in lane activity in the full-size SUV segment. Exceptional vehicles in desirable segments are still rare and continue to do very well. We expect that to continue. The European and Asian luxury market that usually gets beaten up over the course of the summer is holding up better than usual thus far, but we still expect that segment to erode faster than most, if slower than normal. The most difficult vehicles continue to be those middle mileage, normally equipped, neutral color and condition vehicles in segments that have reasonable supply. Those that have little or nothing going for them to separate them from the pack can be particularly problematic. The bottom line is that we think that unlike most summers that typically see a definitive drop throughout the market as we move towards fall, this summer is characterized by an unusual balance between supply and demand that we expect to result, with the exceptions noted, in a relatively stable overall summer market this year.